If you've clicked on this video, you've probably seen Initial G, just like me. And while watching the NSX vs RX-7 battle, the matchup didn't really seem fair, even though the anime magic made it so that the drivers were really the most important part. Now, I've been wondering just how strong the NSX actually is in comparison to the other Initial D cars, so I've came up with a little test. I've set up some of the most popular Initial D cars on the Nurburgring to see how fast we can get past them. I'm gonna give them a little bit of a head start, and then we'll see just how many of them I can pass. Now, I'm gonna hop on my wheel, and I'll see you there. Okay, so now we're here in the game. Let's get it started. Now, I'm gonna give them quite a bit of a head start, about 10 seconds, just so we can see how the pace matches up instead of just racing past them immediately. Because I do know that it's a lot of difference between these cars. Now, they're off, and I have 5 more seconds to wait, so let's get our lunch and go. Just a little bit of traction control kicking in there. Now, this car has a lot of aero modifications, a lot of suspension modifications, and about 350 horsepower. So it really is a real beast, even on a track like this. Now, I do know that the other cars might not be suited to this track just as much as this is. They might be suited a little more to more corners, less straights. But this is still a very good testing track. As you can see, we've already almost caught up to them. We can see them in our in the distance there. That's at least 5 seconds we've caught up now. As you can see, our straight line speed is just so much higher than that Honda here. See that we don't die through this corner and just catch up to the back of them. The EK9 is first up. Normally that should be yellow, but the game don't want to cooperate there, so you'll have to use your imagination for that. Now, another corner where it's hard to not die sometimes, as that EJ6 is demonstrating. That is actually red, so that one is correct, but the A86 in front of him is completely incorrect. Come on, let's see if we can get ahead of him here. As you can see, we have so much more speed. Getting cut off there. Ooh, just barely getting past him. Not too difficult though. It's the driver that I'm making it difficult. The car is just so much faster. We have the 2 GTRs here. The R32 from the earlier seasons. And then so much more speed there. And then the R34 in Goldfoot. So much more straight line speed. Even the corner exit is faster in the NSX in comparison to the Skylines, which is interesting because they have 4-wheel drive and we don't. But the mid-engine must just give us so much more grip, and it's a lot lighter as well. Can we go for a dive down the inside here? Yes, not too difficult. As you can see, the grip is just immense. They have nothing for me. Now, the next 2 cars are quite a lot ahead. One of the cars is the RX-7 that was actually in the series battle. So that does prove that the difference wasn't immense, because the RX-7s are the fastest cars of the series, except for this NSX. Now, we've just barely seen the back of one of them. There it is. I don't want to say exactly which cars they are yet, but we'll see pretty soon when we catch up to them. Now, we're already 3 minutes 30 through the lap, and we've dispatched most of the cars. Now, I'll just get it through there nicely. Now there's a long straight coming up, and this is where we do lose some time to the RX-7 in front of us, because even though we have about 350 horsepower and that RX-7 has about 330, that one just cuts through the air a little bit more, has a little bit less drag, and does pull away from us on the straights. Well, that is until we come up to the corners here. I think we might be making a really nice difference here. And I'm not gonna be too brave through this corner. Still 175 through that corner, which is very quick. As you can see there, we did catch up a lot of time. And onto the brakes here. Now this is the earlier generation of KSK's RX-7 without the aftermarket aero modifications, with less engine modifications and those iconic steel-ish wheels. Come on. As you can see, just pulls away a little bit on acceleration, but we should be able to catch up to him through the corners here. Ah, this is a hard part to pass. And he's holding us up quite a bit, so maybe we can go up the inside here. Yes, we can. Be careful that we don't drive him or ourselves off the track though. That iconic front light you can see in the rear view camera there. Oh, just misjudged that a little bit. Now, the car in front of us is also an RX-7, but that's the later generation RX-7 that KSK used in the battle against the NSX actually. Come on. This is a really grip intensive section, which makes the front end on this NSX maybe struggle just a little bit. We got it through there nicely though. Now on the brakes again. Now we can see the RX-7 ahead of us. That has more horsepower than this actually. Again, this with 350, that has around 380. Oh, on the brakes nicely there. Maybe slow down just a little bit too much. But I think we can still catch him ahead of the final corners before the long straight. No, I don't think that's possible. Oh, it's gonna be a really close one. Why are you braking so much? That was not needed. Get it through here now. That's gonna drive away from me. That is even more power. It's kind of holding us up here. Oh, we almost got past him, but he has too much power and pulls away from us there. Now the final corner in front of the straight. We can carry... Oh, just tiny... No! He made us avoid him and now he's... Yeah, this is gonna be very close to the end. We have caught up the 10 seconds we gave him earlier. Up to 9,000 RPM and shift. As you can see, he's so much faster on the straightaway. I guess he just has a lot less drag and just a little bit more power. Because we're stuck at about 250 here and he's just gone. Absolutely gone. Going to the final corners, see how much distance he's gained on us. On the brakes hard there. Through the final corners, just got it braked nicely. But it's just gonna be just a tiny bit too far away for us to catch, and that's across the line. So the NSX didn't conquer all of them, but even with the head start, I'd say we got pretty close. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.